now with 2:38 remaining here in this first period. New Boston enjoying a 9-4 lead. As Gage Sampson called with the travel. Very up and down game at this point. Both teams trying to find the field, missing quite a few shots from the outside. And New Boston do a really good job on the offensive and defensive glass, getting a lot of second chance opportunities.
Score on the board right now is New Boston 9 and the Green Bobcats 4. 2:15 left to go in this first period. I don't know if Jay explained or not. We had a little bit of technical difficulties there in the opening. Once in a while we'll run into that, so we apologize. But now we're bringing you all the action here in New Boston.
Tanner Boyers with a pretty good feed in there, but no call. And now traveling on the opposite end. This crew is from Columbus. They're from Central. And those three guys, Dave Pitkin, Dwayne Walk, and John Nichols calling the game.
Kickin?
Pitkin.
Oh, Pitkin.
Pitkin.
Well, now that's an interesting name.
It is, yes.
You don't hear a name like that all the time.
Yeah. He said, as I discussed it with him over there, he said not a lot of people get that right, and I got that right. I spelled it correctly. Brady Jackson bringing the ball down the floor. The starting lineup for the New Boston Tigers tonight was Malachi Potts as Jackson takes it down the lane and scores. Tanner Boyers, Kyle Sexton, Jerome McKinley, and rounded out by Chase Clark. As New Boston now presses the 2-2-1. And a good pass, but a late pass, knocked out of bounds there. Gage Sampson with the right ideas, it's a little late.
1:31 left in this first period. New Boston's coming out hard on this, Jay.
Yeah, New Boston's very good. I expect big things of them this year. Green, on the other hand, pretty decent team, but they're really young.
Yeah.
And talking to Coach Holler today, he had mentioned that he really only has one starter from last year. His point guard has never played varsity basketball, and none of these kids actually saw significant time last year at the varsity level.
And we got number 24 there for the Bobcats. He's a tall one.
Yeah, that's Mason Henley, 6'8", and he got the foul there.
I'll say he's the biggest kid I've seen play in the SOC in a while.
Yeah, 6'8". He's a tall drink of water, but as you can see right there, footwork means a lot. If you get inside, that's going to force him to foul, and that's what happened right there. That's going to put Devon Jones on the free throw line.
He nails the front end.
Making his first, and now shooting second. Starters for the Green Bobcats were Gage Sampson, Ethan Huffman, Alex Smith, Levi Singleton, and Levi Sampson.
Kansas the second. That makes it 13-4 as the New Boston Tigers are ahead of the Green Bobcats. Battle of the felines.
Yeah, and again, back to the full court press. And talking to Coach Holler today, he said, that's one of the keys to the game. They are very good at full court pressure, especially the 2-2-1. We got to be able to break that. Turnover right there, and that is forced by this Tiger defense.
Just under a minute left in this first period.
1-4 low offense there, looking for the back screen, not there. Dribble. Team playing very well together. Crisp passes, quick looks, inside, short. That's Kyle Sexton, 6'5" junior with the shot. Who slips and misses the layup. Really a foul there, didn't call. And he might have got hurt a little bit. And he travels on the opposite end. That's Ethan Huffman trying to get the pass back to Hensley. He takes one extra step before doing so. So we'll flip the floor once again. Quite a lot of activity. They play very fast, and that creates a lot of turnovers, a lot of missed opportunities if you don't take good care of the ball.
Well, that fast play, rushing the shots, rushing everything. I mean, if both teams play at that speed, then it's good. But if not, I mean, it definitely can cause a lot of mistakes.
Nice pass.
Oh!
Good feed in there. And that's number 32, Chase Clark with the layup.
Score on the board now 15-4. And
with time running out, that is going to be good. That's Gage Sampson with the final 2 points of this first quarter. 15-6, however, is the score.
Well, they needed that last 2 points, I'll tell you that.
Sure did.
Well, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll come right back after this.
Desco. We believe loans to small businesses result in stronger communities. We believe the experience and ability to make local decisions awards you the home field advantage. We believe quick decisions and straightforward answers are what you need to get started. At Desco, we have terms to fit your business. Desco Federal Credit Union. We make business loans.
Mention the river.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back here in New Boston at the Tigers Den. And Jay, what were you talking about? Is that food?
I said, can I mention the river?
Man, you can mention the river.
Well, these guys are from Columbus, the officiating crew, and I asked him, I said, so are you going to the river afterwards? And he goes, how'd you know? Like, everybody goes to the river that comes from anywhere else down here for the evening. I said, so is this game going to go by real quickly so you can get down there? And he goes, no, it's going to go real well. These guys are very proud of what they do. They're calling a pretty good game thus far. Tough game to call when you have this high of intensity, a lot of slapping at the ball, a lot of cuts, a lot of jumping, just a lot of activity.
And you're waiting on the river.
Yeah, and it's tough to call. They're doing a pretty good job so far. Inside, left hand, strong.
Now, just so everybody knows,
again,
the river is
Kyle
not
Sexton.
one of our sponsors.
It is not, but you owe us $20 now. We've said it 3 times, 4 times.
Exactly.
That's $5 a pop.
Exactly. They run a great business down there. They really do.
Will and Darren and the boys.
Yep. 17-6 is the score. I want to thank a few of tonight's sponsors. We want to thank the Atomic Credit Union, as well as the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency, Desco Federal Credit Union, Hope Source Treatment, the Portsmouth Cinema 8, the Portsmouth Public Library, as well as the Roger W. Davis Funeral Home, Powell Insurance right here in New Boston, the Sauter County Career and Technical Center, Shawnee State University, Smith Drugs, the Southern Ohio Medical Center, Sunspot Tanning, Tri-State Security, the UPS Store, and the Wheelersburg Center. A big thanks to all of them, our normal season sponsors. And I got through that just in time for New Boston to put 2 in.
Sexton with the takeaway and the breakaway.
We got a timeout on the floor? What was that? No, I guess
no,
not.
They called that over and back. It was just, it was an interesting mechanic there. Usually they're a little bit more dramatic. That was more like what I looked for, back and forth with the finger.
Yeah.
But it was over and back. Broke the plane and then came back over with the defensive pressure. And again, New Boston forces them into making a mistake with the ball.
Yep.
They're not going to let you get comfortable when you're offense.
Well, now, Jake.
And that steps right there. And talk about good defense. That's 23 there. Levi Sampson, the freshman. Yeah, I said freshman. 6'2" freshman. It's Gage Sampson's brother, the 6'1" senior, and they're a really 1-2 punch. Those two boys are 2 of the top 3 leaders in scoring on this team.
Really?
Nice pass inside and missed the bunny on the left-hand layup. New Boston on the run. The kick to Potts.
Ooh, nice
the
move.
Spin, and what a look inside.
Big
That's
foul,
going to be a
foul.
foul there. Kyle Sexton with the good look. He could have taken that shot up and finished, and we know he can do that. He's very good, but he eagle-eyed down here on the block. That's Jerome McKinley now going to the line, and boy, did he make a good pass there. McKinley getting bumped on that foul. That foul is going to go to Gage Sampson, his first.
Nothing but net.
McKinley there, making his first. Made his first on his first attempts there in the first quarter. Missed the second shot. Now let's see if he can connect here. Kind of shoots from his shoulder, and he misses the second one again. That'll go to Green. Tipped out of bounds there by Devin McClellan.
You know, a few more sponsors on tonight's ball game. I want to thank the Muletown Mini Mart, the Holbrook Hometown Pharmacy, as well as Hickey's old-fashioned hamburgers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, if you're going to talk about the river, you got to talk about Hickey's. You know, you got to love Sugar and the gang down there,
Hey, it's
man.
a different vein, but boy, it's tasty, isn't
Oh,
it?
buddy, I'm telling you. You know, everybody always looks at me funny. I walk in there, and the girl always says, what would you like? And I was like, I want a bowl of chili and 6 burgers. And they're always
Wow.
like, 6
Wow.
burgers? I was like, yeah, 6 burgers. Okay.
Yeah.
But everybody's always confused that I eat 6 burgers there. But man, they're good.
That's a bunch. Well, they're small.
They are.
Yeah, I'll give you a little bit there.
That's it. Well, you don't get to be my size from not stepping out there, man. I don't always feel like a box of Twinkies at midnight, but hey.
Sometimes it just has to happen. I've had the same order since I was probably 8, and it's 2 cheeseburgers with mayo dipped.
Yeah.
You got to dip the top bun in the grease.
Dip the top.
And then you get the bean soup to go along with that, and I'm a happy camper.
There we go.
Second shot goes down for Gage Sampson. Your score now 20-7. And going back to work inside, no look pass back to the corner, and dribble drive, that's Voyers, and fouled along the baseline there. That's number 23, Levi Sampson with the whack.
Couple more sponsors tonight. We want to thank Stultz Pharmacy out in Wheelersburg, as well as Wagner Rental right here in New Boston, Staker Sales and Service, and 10th Street Auto Repair. Big thanks to all of them tonight.
Well, that was not Levi Sampson. I take that back. Levi Singleton. I just got the wrong Levi.
Ah.
And Voyers misses on the front end. We got a little late start. Had a nice conversation with both Adam Cox and Dirk Holler today.
Did you?
And so we'll talk about that a little bit at halftime.
Did you ask them what
the second shot goes down?
Did you ask them what their orders at Hickey's are?
I did not.
Yeah.
No, we just talked basketball.
That should be our new question.
Well, you know, Ashley, in all seriousness, there's 2 questions you ask on a first date.
Okay.
Right? The least important of the 2, you like Hickey's? 2, Ohio State? They say yes on both of those, you're golden.
There you go.
That out of bounds, 2 green. 5:52, 21-7 is your score. New Boston having their way with them at this point, and New Boston's just too good. I think they're going to be too good for the entire conference as a foul's called there, and you're just running shoulder to shoulder. You're going to collect that call 9 times out of 10.
Well, you know, New Boston had a string of seasons that just didn't take them anywhere.
Right.
I mean, for years, and then 2 years ago, they made their first conference appearance in 20 years. Last year they made their first conference appearance at the Convo, and last year they were there as well. This year it looks like they might be on track to do it again. Coxie's not happy about something.
Well, we got a foul called there, and that's going to be on number 4, Kyle Sexton. They haven't put it on the board yet. They're not going to admit to it, but that would be his second foul if that is the correct call, and I think it was. He got called for the bump there on the rebound. Green now back with the ball. Alex Smith back into the game with 2 fouls. They've been missing his action, but he misses there. Potts to the corner, back to Sexton, drives inside, steps out. We're going to get the foul on the floor. That'll be number 2, Gage Sampson now with his second foul. Fouled 6'6", Chase Clark. Yep, 6'6". Got a couple of tall boys.
You know, we really do.
We'll talk about Chase Clark a little bit at the halftime break as well. Some might call New Boston a little bit of an all-star team. They've got some kids that are from here, there, and everywhere.
They do.
And we'll talk a little bit about what it is that brings young men here to Glenwood New Boston High School. Chase Clark makes the first shot. And the second one, spin was just a little bit off on that, misses his second. Green quickly down the floor. Almost lost it there.
Big shot from the side, and it goes.
Busy hands of Grady Jackson just about got it out of there, but instead Alex Smith, he's able to connect on a 3.
Oh, that was almost just a handoff.
And battling his way through there, Levi Singleton just unable to finish. Got beat up a little bit on the way from the corner, no good. Back to Alex Smith, back to Singleton, and left-hand layup there, good by Ethan Huffman.
Bobcats starting a little point run here.
Down by 10, and that's a promising look for these Bobcats. Clark now at the top of the key. Voyers now inside. Got a foul before the travel. That's Grady Jackson trying to go left side. And the foul looks like that's going to be on number 10, as I'm seeing that mechanic correctly.
4:24 on the clock. The score is 22-12 as the Tigers lead the Bobcats.
The foul is on Alex Smith, the senior, 5'10", with 3 fouls. He'll sit out.
For those of you just tuning in, you're watching Zone High School Sports as we bring basketball to you now. We're done with football finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very high stroke on that free throw by Grady Jackson. That ball came down wet. Let's see if that's what he does on every shot. He does. Very high, and both shots off the mark. Very high arc on that free throw.
Sure was.
Look at the busyness there on defense by Grady Jackson, and that's what comes from it. Voyers trying to go cross corner. Dave Sampson does a good job of digging that one out, getting the ball back down the lane. He's going to take it to Clark. Clean block by Clark. And now back the other way, Grady Jackson, he'll finish. And now Grady Jackson getting called. Trying to kick that out from behind. Gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
He sure did.
No chips for you.
No soup for you. Jay, we're getting close to Christmas.
Yep, sure are. My last day of school today.
Yeah.
All of my students on Christmas break. Starts a new semester.
You're going to be lonely for the next couple weeks.
Yeah, well, it is tough to see some of those kids go. You really get attached.
I bet you do.
And good. Inside Levi Sampson. Taking it to the hole. Strong move off the glass with the kiss. 2 points for the Bobcats. 24-14, back to that 10-point lead. And Levi Sampson, the 6'2 freshman, knocks that out of bounds.
Nice
that shot
play.
had no chance whatsoever.
No, it didn't.
Voyers, number 3, 6'1 junior, taking the ball out of bounds. Tell you, Bobcats are playing really tough here in this second quarter. They just spotted them in a little bit of a lead there. Gave them a 9-point lead at the end of the first. They've been pretty tight since, and that's going to be a charge. Going the other way. Jackson tries to go over the top. Jackson's second foul. He'll take a break. Malachi Potts on the floor. As is Devon Jones, Jerome McKinley, Clark, and Voyers. Shot off the backside. Levi Sampson there for the rebound, misses the shot inside, and they're going to give that a jump ball even though he had one hand in there. Not exactly dual possession when you have one paw on the ball.
That's it.
But they'll give it to him. 10-point lead here. Just a tick under 3 minutes to go.
Don't forget to stay with us at halftime as we bring you the Donnie Martin Heating Air halftime report.
That'll be cool.
It will. Or
and
hot.
hot at the
Or
same
hot.
time. Just a bit got caught in midair. You leave your feet, you better have somewhere to go with it. And boy, I tell you what, that's some defense right there. Trying to give it back to him. And Jerome McKinley not able to get it go down. Also off there, that's number 5. That's Devon Jones. 6'1" junior.
That turned into a soccer game
Just
there for
off
a
the
second.
mark. Ethan Huffman there with the drive, and then the Bobcats get back on the board. Gage Sampson with the finish.
They cut that 10-point lead down now. This is the
Got a
first time they've been
single
under in a while.
Single digit, and the steal on the back end. Going to the hole, backside layup, Ethan Huffman. And it's a 6-point game. Bobcats applying a little bit of help there, half court. Little blindside steal as Tanner Voyers just tries to take it down the lane, force the issue, and he's going to pick up the foul there.
1:52 left to go in this second period.
Somebody from the Bobcats really needed to come in there to that low post and help.
Yep.
Instead, that's going to be number 11, Levi Singleton. He'll pick up his third foul. And I tell you what, the fouls are really mounting up. 10 for the guest Green Bobcats. 7 for the Tigers. That's a lot of fouls. Still with plenty of time left to go here as Voyers makes the front end of his two-shot foul and misses the second. Out of bounds. Kind of dual possession. They'll give that to the Bobcats.
Looks like we got a timeout on the floor, so while they take a timeout, we will too, and we'll be right back after this.
Has your life or the life of someone you love been impacted by mental health or substance abuse problems? If so, there's treatment available here in the Portsmouth area. Hope Source provides quality treatment by highly trained, compassionate professionals. We are committed to helping people and their families live complete, meaningful, and happy lives. Find us on Facebook or on our website, hopesourcetreatment.com, or call us at 740-353-HOPE.
Yeah.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game
Could have been right behind the bench there. Let's see for you.
And we're back. Any of you just joining us, I'm Chuck Jones here with Jay Miller and the whole Zone Sports crew. Tonight we've got Braden Gifford on camera with Mary Millay, and then Andy Millay in the director's chair as we move in and bring you Zone High School sports basketball season.
It's great to be back here at New Boston's Homer Pellegrini Memorial Gymnasium.
Well, that's a mouthful.
Yeah. He was here from 1952 to 1970 as a coach. His record, 274 and 101. He was on the state tournament team as a player in 1938. He was the coach of the 1960 state tournament team.
Oh, look at that.
And won.
They're starting to bring it back. What was the last that?
Well,
he was a Homer was a player?
He was a player in 38 and the coach of the team in 60, and that was actually a foul that they called on Sampson.
Oh, man.
So I thought he got credit for
I did too.
The two, but not to be. Kick to Clark off the front.
Nice rebound.
And now Green quickly down the floor, going to check it there at half court. Get into, and just a bad decision there. Voyers for the layup, hard. He was getting defended and decided he was going to go in hard. The defender actually slid through underneath, and he didn't actually have to be so hard with that. That forced him to miss the layup. Now we're going to have a foul, and I believe that might be on Potts underneath, trying to pickpocket him.
I got to say, I'm impressed.
It is.
I'm impressed with Green's rebounding.
Yeah, they've stuck with him inside. You know,
they really have.
If you look at it just size-wise, they're pretty even, these two teams.
Yep, you're right.
And one of the things we were going to talk about in the pregame, as Gage Sampson there is at the line, he will make the front end, is you would think just on the surface that New Boston would walk away with this game, as Clay recently defeated Green with a last-second buzzer beater.
Oh, wow.
New Boston defeated that same Clay team by 30.
Well, I tell you what, this has actually turned into a tight game.
Sure has.
I mean,
Gage Simpson makes the second as Hensley comes on the floor.
I mean, they were down by, 14 points at one time?
Yep,
and
sure
now,
was.
Now we're back to a 5-point ball game.
Got a runner. McKinley, too easy. McKinley with 2.
Under a minute left to go before halftime.
7-point lead by the Tigers. And a good look at it from beyond the arc. That's number 1, Trevor Darnell. He was the first sub in the game, 5'9" senior. And you don't get any more open than that, just off the mark. 34 seconds now. Marcus Saunders in the game, 5'11" senior. Boyer's now at the point, 1-4 low. Screen in the corners. Now Clark, quick shot, off the mark, been short this whole game. And now Bobcats quickly down the floor, 12 seconds to go. And Jerome McKinley chasing, caught up inside, pass into Hensley, and he's going to get fouled there.
Well, I tell you what,
very quick call.
The pace of this game is really producing flat fouls.
Yep. And that's going to be on 32. Chase Clark, that's his first. As Mason Hensley, the number 24.
Man, he can just about reach out and drop it in.
6'8" senior. We'll see what he can do here from the free throw line, and that looked pretty good.
Yeah, it did.
For a 6'8" ball player, usually their free throws are a little funky looking.
Yep.
That looks smooth.
So they may take this into halftime in a 5-point ball game.
Second shot, and that's a little bit off, but he gets it back, and Mason Potts strips him from behind. Long shot and just off the mark on the left side, and that's going to end the first half. 6-point game, Chuck.
I tell you what,
27-21.
Not the way it started. Definitely not the way it started. Well, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll come back with the Donnie Martin halftime report right after this.
Shawnee as a community it's a pretty broad spectrum.
And I always find something new around here.
Everyone's extremely involved in all of the campus activities that we put on.
Bowling night,
movie night, bingo night.
The community here is just extremely inviting.
I've met people from literally all over the world.
I love living on campus.
And I invite you.
I invite you.
I invite you to discover
Shawnee State University
For yourself.
Visit
discover.shawnee.edu.
Sights, sounds, and smells, we give you all the feels you need for a fun time on the town. Want to enjoy a 3D movie or even throw a party? The Portsmouth Cinema is here for you. Looking for unbeatable deals on concessions? We got you. Need an affordable night out to relax with a movie? Super Tuesday to the rescue. We are always updating to give you the best experience possible. Visit us online at republictheaters.com or Facebook for showtimes. Portsmouth Cinema. When you've got the time, we've got the popcorn, the candy, the drinks, and the best movies around. Isn't just a source for books anymore. We are activities. We are local history and genealogy. We are entertainment. We are DVDs and books on CD. We are online. We are education. We are mobile. We are everywhere. We are still books and reading. We are here for our community. We are here for you.
We are the Portsmouth Public Library.
I love the library.
Everything your customers see tells a story. Let the UPS store help you tell the right one. We do printing, packing, notarizing, faxing, shredding, binding, consulting, creating, designing, returning, mailboxing, and of course, shipping. Together, there's nothing we can't solve. Stop by our locally owned and operated UPS store on 11th Street in Portsmouth today to see how we can help you with everything your small business needs.
Cinema has been entertaining the area for over 40 years with the latest movie releases. Our friendly staff will treat you like family from the minute you walk in to buy a ticket. Our snack bar has all your favorites, especially the fresh popcorn. Show up early and have some fun in the arcade, or just head on in to get the best seats in the house. Bring the whole family and enjoy the personal touches from this locally owned and operated cinema. Wheelersburg Cinema, 8805 Ohio River Road in Wheelersburg.
Thank you.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back, wrapping up halftime here. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the halftime stuff. Give Donnie Martin some credit here for the halftime.
Absolutely. Donnie Martin, Heating and Air. Our halftime report here, Gage Sampson scored 8 points there in the first half. Ethan Huffman 4. Alex Smith and Levi Singleton 3 points apiece. Levi Sampson scored a deuce. Mason Hensley with 1 free throw. For the 21 points, there were 5 of 8 from the free throw line. For New Boston, Grady Jackson 6, Tanner Voyers 4, Sexton 6, Jones 2, Jerome McKinley 6, Chase Clark 3, and the Tigers were 9 of 15 from the free throw line as Sexton takes it to the hole and opens the third quarter with a dribble drive down the right side.
Very good, very good.
Deflection there by Clark. Quick pass in the corner. Gage Sampson, they're trying to get that matchup inside with Sexton, and that's a nice shot over Sexton.
Little one-handed
I'm sure they'd like
job.
to get him in foul trouble. And McKinley there trying to go with the reverse layup. Wanted to call, nothing there. New Boston matched up here man-to-man. And a little push there, no call. Letting him play. Little kick to the corner and just off the mark. That's number 3, Ethan Huffman. Huffman, one of the shooters on this team. 4 points there at the half. And now Sexton from behind the line feels perfectly at home there, but can't get that to go down.
It looked like it was lined up great.
Yeah, as Levi Sampson bring the ball down. He'll give that up to Alex Smith. Again, feeding inside, and they're going to get the foul on Clark. You know, I kind of like the idea. Coach Dirk Holler saying, let's get somebody in the paint. Let's feed the middle. Let them collapse on the center, and then they can kick it out, or they might be able to get the foul. They've gotten fouls the last 2 trips. Smith to the middle, kicking it to Huffman. Huffman's going to go baseline. Going to try to go that reverse layup. Sexton's a tough guy to get that over. And now Sexton goes all the way, and no call there. Sexton begging for it, not there. And again, Green misses another shot. Back out. Singleton. Too hard.
Oh.
Voyers, left side, all the way, left-hand layup.
Coast to coast.
The man with the most, Tanner Voyers, right there. He'll have 6 now in the contest. A little lazy pass there, getting to the sideline, and now strong move inside. Ethan Huffman.
He had some moves on that one.
He's taking it to the rack. Old dipsy-do there at the end. Nice shot. Sexton kicking that out to Clark. No good. And they had position, just not able to get 2 hands on the ball. Now Green going to get caught with the foul as a result.
Still keeping it a 6-point ball game.
That foul is going to go on Levi Sampson. That'll be his 3rd. Tanner Voyers taking the ball out of bounds. Hands it off to the corner. Clark trying to get that backside rebound and unable to do so as Gage Sampson's able to get it. They're going to call timeout as he dribbled into a double team.
Yeah.
So 6-point lead here with 5:09 remaining. 31-25 is your score.
Well, they take a break. We will too, and we'll be back right after this.
Credit Union has been named the best in state credit union by Forbes magazine. Measured by trustworthiness, digital products, branch services, and member satisfaction, Forbes ranks Atomic among the top 2.5% of the best banks and credit unions in the U.S. Atomic Credit Union offers 13 local branches as well as online and mobile banking. To learn more about Atomic, visit our website at www.atomiccu.com.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance. Powell Insurance Agency in New Boston is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
You're watching Zone Sports.
Are we on?
Game on.
And we're back.
Chase Clark there, rung up for the foul. And that's Alex Smith that makes good on the first free throw as a result of it. Clark not liking the call. He had that little bit of that smirk on his face, you know, that kind of half smile. It's like, yeah, that really wasn't a foul, guys. He'll go have a seat. Picking up his third foul. And now Alex Smith, the 5'10 senior, very well put together and hustles to get that rebound.
Good job.
Heck of a job coming off the free throw line to keep that alive. Now he's going to get the ball back. Might have had a shot there if he hadn't taken his eye off the ball. Grady Jackson, he is the defensive guru on this team.
He is.
He is like a gnat.
Wow.
You cannot get him off of you. And again, gets a piece.
Look at that.
And number one, Trevor Darnell, making it a three-point game.
They are cutting it down.
Coach Dirk Holler's team revved up. Sexton trying to take it to the hole and force the issue. He will get the rebound. He will take it to the hole this time. It is good. And he'll pick up the foul as well. And one.
I tell you what, this game is definitely heated up.
Well, you know what? They're calling that a 1-and-1.
Are they?
No shot foul. Well, he went one. He went once because that's the player's number. Never mind. I was going to say that didn't make any sense at all. 4 fouls now on Levi Singleton.
So they get it back to a 6-point ball game.
So Sexton making good on the 3-point play. The deuce and the subsequent free throw. 2-2-1, full court press again. This is what Coach Holler really was concerned about, and not there. Oh! How about that, Alex Smith? I'll just split that. And we're going to stop the clock here.
Got some discussion.
And that's going to be Coach Rick Scarberry, longtime head basketball coach, and he's getting a warning to sit down, I believe. I believe. I'm just guessing that.
Well, you
can only have one coach up. And, hey, Rick's been coaching for a good long time. Yeah, he wants to be up and a part of this. All right, so the Tigers now. Tanner Voyers, number 3.
Sitting in a 4-point ball game.
He'll give to Sexton. Sexton trying to keep that left-hand dribble. Takes the inside and misses. Steps on the inline as he touches the ball. And wow, look at this. The Bobcats down 4 with possession. Again, we'll face that 2-2-1, that box and 1 full court press. We'll see how they attack it. Looking to the side. Now you look center. New Boston doing a pretty good job of defending that. Sampson to the backside. That's to Ethan Huffman. Nothing there. Tough to get anything against Grady Jackson. And Grady getting called with the block there. And not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Didn't get much for his money there, but he'll pay for the foul as it is. To Grady Jackson now.
He's starting to stack him up.
Yeah, they've got number 3 up there getting the foul, but that was Grady Jackson. And he will come off the floor. Grady Jackson I have now with 2 fouls.
Let's go, White!
Tanner Boyers really hooking him there. And kind of got by with that. That's going to be on the floor as Tanner Boyers really had a hold of him, but your lead official didn't call it, and it happened right in front of him.
I'll tell you what, Adam Cox is not happy.
And, well, that's why. The wrong guy made the call, and every time the wrong guy makes the call, you're going to question said call.
Yeah.
So the trail makes the call from halfway down the floor. He's going to go to center now. Lead official probably should have made that. Very quick inbounds, and Gabe Sampson,
2-point ball game.
How about that? The Bobcats coming alive here in New Boston, Ohio. Glenwood High School. Sexton, again, I almost feel like Kyle Sexton is trying to make too much happen.
Yeah,
I think he's going 1-on-5 and doing some double pumps and just trying to get some contact. And, he's got on the line a few times, but it's not scoring points. It's almost keeping the Bobcats in the game.
It is.
So the foul there, Ethan Huffman's going to pick it up. That'll be his first on the night. Saunders with the ball. Down to Sexton. He does have room. Tries to put it up there, and he's going to get the foul. Let's see who we give this one to. Called for the block, and that's going to be number 3, Ethan Huffman. There you go, back-to-back fouls.
Well, I will say, the Green Bobcats are definitely impressing me this evening.
Yep, they're playing very well. Doesn't look like a team that, got beat by Clay not too long ago.
No, it doesn't.
Sexton misses the front end. And, Coach Holler talked about that a little bit. He said, we basically didn't play the first half at all. They just played horribly the first half and got well behind and then made a miraculous comeback from that, as both free throws are missed, but Saunders off the bench, he rings true on the rebound. Saunders' first 2 of the game. Strong drive down the lane. Somebody's got to jump that dribble. Alex Smith, he will take it to the rack every day. Malachi Potts now point guard to the right side. Voyers well behind the arc. He's going to drive left side, and he's going to get the bump, drawing the foul on number 2, Gage Sampson. That's going to be Gage Sampson's 4th foul, and it's too early for him to have 4 fouls as Coach Holler looks to the bench. Both coaches, Adam Cox and Dirk Holler, they like to patrol those sidelines, don't they?
They sure do.
Sexton to the corner. Screen down to Voyers, and now a push underneath.
Oh!
And that's Ethan Huffman. He'll pick up his 3rd. That's 3 in the last 3 minutes. The Huffman has picked up, and he just pushed from underneath. You could see his body move.
You sure could.
He's just trying to help him along.
That's it. That's
know?
it. Yeah, being neighborly.
Yeah. Very cordial. It's Christmas.
That's it.
Trying to stuff a stocking there. All right, Voyers coming from the corner. Left-hand dribble. He'll take it to the lane. That's
nice,
big block.
Nice block.
Troy Otworth in the game there. And another layup, this time missed.
Green takes it
by
back,
Alex
though.
Smith. And open 3 there, and now we got a foul. Ethan Huffman missing on the shot. Bobcats are going to collect the foul.
Well, they are keeping a tight game. 2:16 left to go in this 3rd period. Score on the board is the New Boston Tigers 36, the Green Bobcats 34.
It's going to be Troy Otworth, the 6'1 senior, who collects the foul there. And we're shooting free throws because, yes, with 2:16 to go here in the 3rd quarter, we are in the bonus. It's like Christmas shopping, early and often.
It is.
Nice pass inside. Sexton to Voyers. You're going to hear that a lot throughout this season. Sexton leads this team in points, rebounds, and assists. Foul called there. So Marcus Saunders, that's his first. As Alex Smith goes to the line. A lot of backspin on that shot, comes up a little bit short. Just pulled the string. Subs into the game, Devin McLaurin and Grady Jackson. And everybody on the Bobcats team just tightened up a little bit. Grady's back to work. This time off again, and Voyers getting the rebound, ripping that down quickly out to Sexton. He will go easily down the lane, and a clean block there.
Yeah,
that's
that was
23, Levi Sampson, and now we're going to get a foul on the opposite end. Tanner Voyers looks like he's guilty of the infraction as he puts his hands to his head in despair. And they've not put it on the board, so I don't know who they're giving it to. But it'll be Sexton that comes off the floor. And they're not going to post that one. Quick pass to the corner, Cutter. And he's going to get mugged as he's trying to dribble through. New Boston getting very violent defensively here.
Well, you know, this game has gotten really aggressive.
And that one is on Voyers. And he has 3 fouls, so I believe I was correct in saying that's who had picked up the earlier foul. And now number 30, Troy Otworth, the senior, will go to the line. Both teams in the bonus, so shooting 1 and 1.
Front end
Otworth,
goes down.
good. Whew.
1:39 left on the period.
Great minds think alike.
That's it. We were right there, weren't we?
Otworth now looking around. He takes that shot, and a good-looking stroke there. 2 shots down. 2 shots to go. 2-point game here by New Boston. Malachi Potts with the rock. We'll give that to Jerome McKinley. I tell you what, we haven't heard from Jerome McKinley in a little bit, and he's a spark plug.
He is.
He can fire this team up quicker than anybody.
Who was our guy last year on the Bobcats that was the...
Over and back, the ball was touched by New Boston. And the officials, they're going to come together.
That was wrong right there.
No, they're not. Dirk Holler is going to argue his case, and so is Coach Scarberry. He's going to say it was touched by a Bobcat on the backside. Dirk Holler is going to say he didn't have possession of it. Doesn't matter. Zebras made their call. It's going to be New Boston ball.
Man.
Now we have some officials talking to a couple of kids there as they're doing a little pregame festivities there.
Oh, they're asking what each other wants for Christmas.
A little rub. Jackson with the ball out of bounds. Back to Jerome McKinley. Talked about him a little bit, a little stutter step in the push, and he got checked defensively. It forced him to walk, and I tell you what, that's an old-fashioned give back.
Yep.
Bad call. I think he knew it, and he gave it back to the Bobcats. Makeup call.
Makeup call.
And now a steal. Jerome to the hole. Off. McLaurin. Back up. Off again. And a scrum ensues. McKinley with the spin. Off the backboard. And McKinley good.
Big
on the
points.
2-stroke. 6-point lead. It was down to 2 just a moment ago. And Green really starting to feel it. That defense of New Boston's just tough. And now we got a charge. Down the right side. McLaurin stepping in. Underneath. Picking up the foul. Big play because that was 2 points for the Bobcats. Taken away.
That sure was.
That's going to be Alex Smith with the call. That's his 4th foul. Still a whole quarter to go, and I swear I feel like we've been through a war in 3.
Oh, I know. McGreen's sending in the big man now.
Yep. So Hensley comes in, 34.4 remaining. He's a tall young man to get that shot over, so pretty good thought here as McKinley now takes over the point position. McLaurin now to the wing, and New Boston's going to call a timeout.
So while they take a break, we will too, and we'll come back right after this.
Here at the Roger W. Davis Funeral Home, we are not only here for you in your time of need, but we're also here to help our neighbor, to serve our community, and to help guide our youth. We do our best each day to make our area a great place to call home, and each year we give you a time to gather and remember your loved ones. To all area teams in the upcoming sports season, remember, the difference between impossible and possible lies in your determination. Good luck from all of us at the Roger W. Davis Funeral Home.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back. 42-36, 24 seconds left to go in this third period as the New Boston Tigers are doing everything they can to widen that point lead. Bobcats, though, all the way down to a 2-point game.
Yeah, now it's a 6-point difference with McKinley possession of the basketball. Gives off to Potts. Malachi Potts, one of my favorite names here in Sauter County basketball. Malachi always makes me think of Children of the Corn.
Oh, yeah?
Joe McKinley, spin move.
Ooh!
Deflected, Sexton back up, short. And Bobcats with the ball. Trying to dribble out of that crowd's not a good idea, and the clock will expire. So 6-point lead as the Tigers up 42-36.
We'll take a break and we'll come back right after this. After 71 years in business, the owner of B&B Loan and Jewelry is retiring and will be closing their doors forever. Everything must go, but you still have time to come down and get great deals on great items like guitars and bikes to rings and necklaces. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to 4. All sales are final. I'll tell you about that in a minute.
Okay.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back with all the action that's fit to watch right here on the Zone. Chuck Jones and Jay Miller and the whole Zone Sports crew as we bring you Week 3 high school basketball here on the Zone.
Well, it's been a good one, that's for sure.
It sure has.
Bobcats with the side out. Quick dribble down the left side. That's Ethan Huffman trying to make something happen. He's got Clark. He wants to take advantage of it. And Hensley tries to go back up. Clark blocks it. And Hensley again up strong. This time he'll pick up the foul as Adam Cox steps out on the floor. Said, where's the contact? Where's the contact? What are you doing to me here?
Alas, poor Urick. I knew him well.
As the referee Pitkin pays him no mind whatsoever.
I think that's what we're going to do during the offseason. During the offseason, we're just going to do bad lip reading of all the games. Go back through and do the whole season again.
They do a really good one of the NFL players, if you've ever seen that.
I've seen
online.
Yeah, a lot of those are hilarious.
Hensley, good on his second shot, missed the front end. (15-15) in the third quarter. The Bobcats actually won the second quarter by 3, 15-12, but New Boston 15-6 in the first quarter. The Bobcats kind of started this game just like they did against Clay, a little slow, a little late, and they're trying to claw their way back into that catastrophe.
I tell you what, this is definitely a battle. I mean, I'm loving the effort they got going on both sides, you know?
Yeah. 24, Mason Hensley, he's going to get the foul there. McKinley Quick. He's quick. He loves that move. He's going to get called on the travel with the pivot. And I'm telling you what, Adam Cox, his neck's going to be sore in the morning. I've seen him nod left and right for no way you made that call a lot tonight.
Yeah, you're right.
He's working those neck muscles. Green, again, having a hard time with that mid-court press. Huffman now at the wing. Giving directions. Got a center screen there, the kick out. That's made by Sampson. That's going to be off the mark. A little bit short there as Voyers now has it. To the corner. Malachi. Deflected back out to Voyers. Pretty fortunate there to get the ball back as Grady Jackson now has it. Slowing it down. Tigers like that fast pace, and look at that back door. And oh my goodness, you don't see that very often. McKinley, and he races down here and gets the steal after the missed layup. He won't miss this one. McKinley, good.
Number 23 just kind of gave up on that one. Did you see that?
You can't relax.
No,
and I've seen that happen throughout this game where the Bobcats relax with the dribble, and you can't do that. Give the ball up, young man. You had somebody right there. Give it up. And he's going to collect the foul. But I'm telling you what, Levi Sampson, he had somebody right there at the block and just didn't see him. Tried to press Matters and force it. Lucky to get to the stripe here. Malachi Potts, he'll pick up the foul. He now has 3. Potts not in the scorebook as far as points scored, but he's played very well defensively. You'll remember him from last year, I'm sure. Levi Sampson puts the first one down. As we get Gage Sampson, his brother, into the game. And we try to get young kids off the floor. Sampson, good. So Sampson making good on both of those. Whittling that down to a 5-point lead. And now with McKinley off the floor, they might slow the tempo down a little bit. Look at that left-hand layup. Hensley gets all of that. That looked like a volleyball spike.
It did. He drove it right back.
Devon Jones not able to get that to go. Grady Jackson thought he had a lane there. Out to Voyers. They got a little bit of a lead here to sit on. And just about stealing that one is Sampson. Voyers in and out. Hensley stands there flat-footed and gets the rebound. Wouldn't it be nice to be that tall?
Yeah, it would.
I guess. I don't know. You might hit your head on things. Hensley gets stripped. Clean misses it. Back up. And this time it's a jump ball.
How do you get a jump ball out of that?
He gets a hand on top of the ball, no skin. Hensley leaves the floor, so it's dual possession as he goes up. Otherwise, it would be traveling on Hensley.
I tell you.
Because he doesn't let go of the ball.
I guess.
Green's going to get the arrow here. All right, so Sampson now with the ball. Moving left. Trying to back him in there. The kick, Huffman. Very high shot. Hensley with the putback, and it's good.
So the Bobcats creeping up.
Back to a 3-point lead, just under 5 minutes to go in this contest. Coach Cox said he knew Green's good. They've just had some injuries they've tried to overcome, and they're getting healthier. He expected this. Sexton, left, looking, feeling with that dribble. Tries to rotate out, just about lost it, misses the shot, and again, McKinley.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, McKinley trying to trip up the visiting Columbus referees. And he will actually get the foul there. And that is his second foul. You know, for me, that's kind of amazing.
Yeah,
that Jerome McKinley can play as well as he plays, as diligently as he does defensively. He only has 2 fouls.
That's true.
So he's playing clean, too.
He sure is.
Ethan Huffman at the line, missing the front end. And I'll tell you what, these are daggers here. You got to make foul shots here in the fourth period if you're the Bobcats.
This is critical. Well, you know what? These 2 shots would have put them within 1 point. That's the closest they've been all night.
Huffman, this is a big one. And it is good.
So
2-point game again.
Yeah.
Holler's boys sticking in this, giving the Tigers all they want. Grady Jackson with the ball. He's going to drive, kick to McKinley. McKinley off the back iron, and another quick foul. And they're going to call this on Sexton, and Cox might lose his mind on this one.
He might. He's not happy.
Although
he's quieter than he usually is.
Yeah, I think he's just dumbfounded. Not much there.
I tell you what, they don't want Sexton to foul again.
Well, Sexton actually didn't get the foul, so that's why he didn't say much about it.
Well, who fouled?
Sexton's at the line.
Well, that's interesting.
So the Bobcat that actually got the rebound, apparently he was on Sexton getting that rebound. So now Sexton at the line, New Boston in the double bonus, and he'll make the front end of that. Yeah, I thought they rung him up.
That's what it looked like.
So he'll make the front end. Second shot. Bangs out of there. Green with the rebound. Of course, McKinley trying to pick his pocket. As soon as he comes down from it, he is going to make it hard on you to get that ball down the floor. And, son, you better get your eyes up or you're going to lose possession of that basketball. McKinley gets a little bit too busy, and they're going to call him for this one. Not happy about it either. 3 fouls now on Jerome McKinley.
Back to a few of tonight's sponsors. We want to thank Hickey's Old-Fashioned Hamburger Inn with Sugar and the gang down there. It's making some of the best burgers and chili you could find.
And also, bean soup.
And bean soup.
Good.
Also want to thank Holbrook Hometown Pharmacy out there in Lucasville. And Muletown Mini Mart. Big thanks to them tonight for being out here supporting the games.
Strong. Bobcats with the rebound. Blocked. And another foul. Wait a second. The official saying, you know what? That's on me. I didn't mean it. Coach Cox is saying, hey, that should be a jump ball then. Inadvertent whistle. This official's talking to Holler. He's trying to avoid Coach Cox. Now he's talking to Scarberry. Now he'll talk to Adam Cox. Adam Cox is saying, no, that should be a jump ball. And if it would be, possession arrow goes to New Boston.
So they're taking a quick timeout on the floor. So while they do, we will too. And we'll be right back after this.
What attracted me to Shawnee was the academic program that I'm currently enrolled in is definitely helping me be better prepared for grad school. The class sizes really helps me interact with my professors. I'm currently in a marketing internship here at Shawnee, with the internship and the classes that I'm taking in the academic program is definitely helping me. I'm Shane, and I invite you to discover Shawnee State University for yourself. Visit discover.shawnee.edu.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back. 3:53 left to go in this ball game. 2-point ball game as the Bobcats trail the Tigers by just 2.
So it's going to be Green's basketball here on the side. They had possession during the inadvertent whistle. Therefore, Green will retain possession here.
Yep. I'd like to
and they try to get an isolation down here on the block to Hensley. He did a good job of blocking out Clark, but then wasn't able to get the pass. jump ball situation. New Boston ends up getting what they wanted to begin with.
That's it.
Possession arrow their way.
They did. The gods of basketball have spoken.
Yes, and it's happened a couple of times tonight. Sexton now, easing his way down the floor. Gives it up to Clark. Clark off the mark. Tigers not shooting exceptionally well this second half as Sampson takes it down the floor. It's high and it's off, and that probably should have been a foul on Hensley.
What
as he
was
came
that?
up over the top. No foul called,
Man.
but it's going to be green ball out of bounds.
I tell you.
Hensley probably should have been rung up on the foul either way.
Yeah, either way, he should have gotten the foul.
So now Boyers with the ball. Kicked Clark, back out to Grady. Looking on that pick and roll from Sexton. And now to that spark plug, Jerome McKinley. And New Boston's going to call timeout. Assistant Coach Allison stepping out strong.
That's it. Corey's going to talk to him. And while they're taking a break, we'll take another one as well, and we'll come back right after this.
As life goes by, things become more clear. The beauty of family, of just spending time, of a good walk in the woods.
At SOMC, we have one more thing we'd like to make clear. You.
Our All Clear Lung Cancer Screening Program can find lung cancer early. And with early detection, SOMC can get you all clear with radiation or surgical treatment.
I'm all clear.
Visit somc.org/allclear. Very good things are happening here.
Painting today is no longer about being a darker shade for an upcoming event. It's about how finding the right shade can spark something on the inside. It's about a personal glow that reflects a more positive outlook and being comfortable in your own skin. Because in the end, regardless of anyone else's opinion, when you like how you look, you feel better about a lot of things. Sunspot Tanning Salons. Find your favorite shade of you.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
There's the cue from Andy, and we're back. 3:06 left to go in this ball game. Still a 2-point ball game. Anybody's ball game.
Sexton feeding down inside, not getting it back. Voyers clears out, makes some space, misses badly. And now Ethan Huffman with the ball, unmolested by McKinley.
Now that's a new thing.
That's uncharacteristic.
Yeah, that's a new thing.
Yeah. Got a screen there on the wing, and now a slow pass, and Huffman, he had too long to look at it.
He did.
Grady Jackson, stop!
Oh!
Off the glass! You gotta like that. Stop and let him go by.
Yeah, he pulled down, both of them past him.
Good move there by Grady Jackson. Now feeding down inside Gage Sampson, and we've got a foul, and that's going to be against Mason Hensley.
Wow.
He's clearing out down there, and they're going to call him for that. Coach Holler questioned that well enough that Coach Scarberry's like, yo, let me explain it to you in a different way. I want you leaving happy. So the foul on Hensley. That'll be his third now. McKinley with the ball. I could see him taking it to the hole this time. Tough pass there to Grady Jackson instead. He had the sideline. I thought he might take it.
Yeah.
Sexton sizing things up. The clock is on their side now. 47-43 is your score. 4-point lead by the New Boston Tigers. And it looks like they might be content to chew some clock here.
Well, you know, that's their best bet. This game's gotten too close too many times.
Handing off to Jackson. Down to a minute and a half. Green will foul or get the steal one. Or Sexton will take it to the hole and one.
I tell you, minute 30 left on the board. Now back up to a 6-point lead by the Tigers.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's too early, but that might have sealed the deal right there.
It might have.
New Boston was working on just milking some clock, and instead Sexton saw the light and picked up 2 plus 1. If they go down 6 instead of the 3, that's a big difference.
It is.
Actually, this free throw would make it 7. Sexton misses. Still a 6.2 possession lead. Drive, foul, no call. Back out to Sexton. He takes it down, and they call that one. And that looked like that was all ball.
Yeah.
A little bit of inconsistency here. And speaking of River, we had that for lunch last day of school, a little Christmas present for us teachers by the superintendent, Coach Copley. I think that lunch is eating at Mr. Holler right now.
Might be.
Make a good rib down there, and another missed free throw. Sexton, 4 free throws now in the fourth quarter, and he's only made 1 of them. And makes the second.
50-43 is now the score on the board.
And now we've got another foul. And a 2-shot foul. And all of a sudden, the frustration factor starts to raise its ugly head.
It sure does.
Gage Sampson, he's gesturing. He's very upset over this call. Scarberry is letting Mr. Pitkin know what their theory is on the sport of basketball.
It's good that they can have those discussions.
It is. Yeah, I think it's very in-depth.
It's at least in depth on one side.
Yeah. Well, speaking of being in deep, if he makes both of these, Bobcats are in deep trouble.
That's it.
McKinley toeing that line.
That'll definitely lock it up, I think.
And he makes the first one. Bobcats down 8, 51-43 with 1:13 to go. McKinley could make this 9, a 3-possession game the hard way, and he does.
That's it.
McKinley will take a seat. A lot of high fives on that side. Quick shot, short, Voyers. Jump ball, got a foul from the corner, got a jump ball on the baseline, and he's going to give it up to the jump ball. Sexton back in. He'll enter with Devon Jones. As the Bobcats get the ball out of bounds here, they need a quick strike, and they really would prefer to have this from behind the arc. Let's see if they can make that happen. Same old play from the corner, set it up. Singleton not there. Dribble left. Sampson has a good look. Hard off the back iron. Sexton with a very important rebound there. And now 45 seconds to go. Green giving them a little bit of pressure. And now you're going to get an obvious foul. Trevor Darnell just gets his hands up into the chest of Sexton. He'll send him to the free throw line.
You know, I wonder what the magic number of points are, you know, between two teams where they don't do the foul dance.
Yeah. The other team has to feel like they're no longer in it.
Yep.
And, that's kind of where the Bobcats are now. 10-point deficit, 41 points. They're not going to climb back into this game.
No.
A whole lot of crazy things would have to happen. Steal 3, steal 3, steal 3, steal 3. And Sexton makes 2 from the free throw line. Perfect that time. that's been few and far between to where they've made both shots from the free throw line. A lot of missed free throws tonight by both teams.
You're right.
Darnell to the corner, quick shot, and air ball from that corner, and touched out of bounds by Troy Otworth. Missed shot by Levi Singleton. Saunders with the ball out of bounds for the Tigers. Saunders trying to get it in there to Devon Jones. He's able to run that down back to Saunders. Dribbles to the corner. Voyers. And they're just going to run this thing out if the Bobcats will let them. And Gage Sampson will pick up his 5th foul instead. He'll have a view from the bench for the remainder of the game. Gage Sampson, I believe, leads the Bobcats in scoring. He has 12 points, but 0 points in this 4th frame.
Yep.
So that's got to be frustrating for one of their leading scorers.
It does. 19 seconds left in this ball game. Score on the board, 54-43.
Warriors at the line. He has 8 points in this game.
And he'll make the first one. Good shot.
Got the officials saying we've got a sub, but he's in for the shooter, so I'm not sure why I just interrupted things, but go ahead and give him the ball back. And Warriors will now shoot number 2. Well short. And a skirmish to get the rebound now as McLaurin's on the ball. He's fighting for it, and they're going to get a jump.
There's a lot of effort into this last 14 seconds.
Sure is. Now in for New Boston, Brady Voyers. He's a sophomore, Tanner's brother. And now McLaurin, he'll take it baseline to the hole. No good. Hensley comes down. Looked like he had some pain on his face there. And there will be a foul called as McLaurin will go to the line, shooting 2. 5.6 remaining in the game. And what was a very close contest is at 12 now.
Yeah, it's approaching the that 14-point lead they had in the first period.
Sure is. McLaurin off on the first. And rattles the second one home, much to the delight of the fans around us. And last shot goes up, and the game is over. 56-43 is your final score here with New Boston Tigers on top.
That's it. Well, we'll go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll come right back with the wrap-up after this.
Since 1925, Smith Pharmacy and Home Medical has been here for you and your family with 3 convenient locations in Minford, South Webster, and Portsmouth. We can discuss your prescription and answer questions, as well as offer MedBox and free home delivery. We also have a drive-through and wait times of 15 minutes or less so you can stay on schedule. With almost 100 years in business, come on into Smith Pharmacy and Home Medical today and see why a truly hometown pharmacy makes a difference.
Are you looking to begin a new career? In less than 1 year, Sauter County Career Technical Center's post-secondary education can help you get into the career of your dreams. Financial aid's available for those who qualify. Call 740-259-5526 or visit us online at sautertech.org.
And we're back here with the wrap-up on tonight's game, the Green Bobcats and the New Boston Tigers. Final score tonight was 56-43. Jay, I mean, that was one heck of a game. I mean, from beginning to end.
It sure was. What a contest. And again, Green kind of shot himself in the foot the first quarter by kind of not showing up, just not able to score. They basically spotted him 9 points and then fought back, won the second quarter, tied the third, and then they got themselves into a little bit of trouble trying to get back in. And New Boston did a good job closing the door behind tremendous defensive play from Jerome McKinley, and of course Kyle Sexton, the 6'5 junior, stepping in offensively. Made a lot of free throws down the line as Green got themselves into a position to foul.
I got to say, and we talked about this beforehand, this was a team that lost to Clay, and then New Boston beat Clay handily, And the final score here tonight, I mean, we're looking at a 13-point difference.
Yep.
But we were down to a 2-point ball game.
Yeah. Late in the game.
And I mean, it wasn't a couple shots. I mean, they held it a 2-point ball game.
That's right.
Back and forth. So, I mean, this is obviously a much better team than played Clay.
Right. Yeah, they're starting to come together. They've had some injuries, and they still have some players that are healing up a bit. As you're looking at Gage Sampson, one of their better players, he's not 100%. He's still fighting through an ankle sprain. And Coach Holler talks about he's a tough kid. He's out here. You couldn't see it, that he was fighting through that injury tonight. Played very hard.
Let's talk about our Toro Loco player of the game.
Well, looking at the scoring as I go down through it, let's start with Green. Trevor Darnell had 2, Sampson 12, Huffman 8. Alex Smith had 8, Singleton 3, Levi Sampson 4, Mason Hensley stepped in with 6, all in the second half, and Troy Otworth scored a deuce. As a team, they were 13 for 19 from the free throw line. For New Boston, the winners tonight, you had Grady Jackson with a fine defensive performance and 8 points scored. Tanner Voyers with 9 points. Kyle Sexton led all scorers with 17. Devon Jones, 4 points. Devin McLaurin got on the board with a free throw. Marcus Saunders scored a deuce. And Jerome McKinley had 14, with Chase Clark coming in at 3 points. 18 for 31 from the free throw line. And your final score there, 56-43. Looking at the most valuable player, and I kind of like to give to 2 if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Defensively, Jerome McKinley.
Yep.
He had people tied up in knots out there defensively and still scored 14 points. And when he picked up his 3rd foul, I can still see him. He was ticked about it that he got that 3rd foul.
Yeah,
he plays clean even though he plays hard on the defensive side of the floor. And then, of course, Kyle Sexton, 17 points. He had a big night. Hey, Coach. Heck of a game. Coach Holler here as he's going by.
Well, Merry Christmas to him and his family.
Yes, they did a fine job coming in here, like I said before. They were ready for this, and had they shot a little better that first quarter, this game might have been totally different.
Yeah, I think you're totally right.
So Kyle Sexton back to the most valuable player of the game, and Jerome McKinley.
Well, awesome. Well, here from the Zone Sports crew, we want to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll be back right after the first of the year, bringing you all of each week's high school basketball that we can squeeze into a TV set. All that being said, I'm Chuck Jones.
This is Jay Miller.
And we're out of here.